and welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, back in the legendary F-4, aka the most fun module in the game, aka my favorite plane to fly at the moment, aka dog shit radar, aka missile truck. But this is going to be, as you've seen from the title, an ace, and I think it is actually my first ace in the F-4. And, you know, in usual fashion, I'm going to go over some of the tactics and just generally explain to you, the viewer, what I'm doing in a sortie like this. So, you know, first things first, just tracking down the valley toward enemies. I figured that it would be, you know, I've been modulating my strategy in the F-4 as of late. You know, I've been going kind of low and kind of merging normally and using you know, just the attributes of the plane to kind of play it like a oversized F5. So, you know, got into this valley here, and, you know, great thing about this valley, plenty of cover. And there's a fish bed right there. Merge to the left wing. Try to turn in quickly. He goes in for a kind of a vertical. He's very low energy, and I can tell that by the fact that he's really not moving very fast across my screen. He's kind of a slowpoke, and he's leveled to turn out now. And instead of continuing into the vertical spiral, I'm aware I got enemies nearby, so I'm going to go back down vertical into the valley, get some cover, and more importantly, probably most importantly in this plane, get some speed. And almost going to hit the mountain here. But I'm just going to escape there. That is a Mirage. Honestly, while trying to avoid the mountain, I lost 21. That is another Mirage. We're going to go for him as providing the best aspect. It's better to take kills as you can, you know, get them in opportunities. So we're just going to go cage the missile here. Fox 2 on that guy. Verified the splash and splash there. It's always better to get opportunities as fast as possible. And in other words, if you see somebody 6, it's worth the time to, you know, spend the 15-20 seconds to go Fox on him and kill him right then and there. Looks like a Mirage Foxed on a friendly 21. Looking at that missile trail, which is rather straight and long, should be a 530. Looks like the 21's Foxed. Mirage is just going randomly up. We're gonna go Fox 2 on him. Just targets after targets after targets. Looks like it's too front aspect for that though. I should have broke lock and gone for a Sparrow there, but I'm afraid that it wasn't going to track. You know, 4 seconds. The 4-second waiting time is really brutal on this plane. So he's going to go cold, and we're vertical chasing him.
He's at our 11 o'clock.
A little bit of server lag there, and that's another one, another Mirage. So, you know, really just get inside them here. Fox too long on that guy. See the other one going vertical. I'm just going to assume I splashed that guy. That guy didn't seem to defend. Waiting for my shot here. And Fox 2. Verifying that I killed that guy and splashed that guy. Very easy. So that was, what, 3 kills there? Just using the fact that I was kind of in between them. And when you have big groups of friendlies, they're going to be looking, and they're going to keep spotting each friendly and thinking that it's an enemy until they can VID them. They're constantly turning, and they're constantly doing all this conundrum that is preventing them from actually getting on your 6. And sometimes you might get unlucky with that, and in fact, you might get shot down first. But that's very rare because people are going to be looking around, especially if you take irregular positions. For example, you saw I was really high or I was really low, and people aren't really looking there. People are looking co-out. And where are people? They're going to be medium altitude, you know, maybe a couple thousand feet above the deck. Not medium altitude in the sense of, you know, 10,000, 15,000 feet, but relative to how low people fly on the server, if you can be super low, people aren't looking there either. So just getting ourselves situated here. See a just waiting on this MiG-21 pop over this ridge. Waiting for the 4 seconds.
You got it. We have a fish bed, 2 o'clock.
Fox
2 miles.
1.
We have a
Tracking.
fish bed, 12 o'clock.
And
1
I
mile.
think it is notched. But we're still on at 6. He's going to go into the clouds. And Fox 1 again. Tracking through the clouds. Easy splash. 4th kill. And, you know, another important thing with the Phantom is fuel. So we're getting pretty low on fuel now. The burn time of this plane is so low that really just staying in the AO for a short amount of time, burning a lot is going to burn a lot of fuel. So, looking for another bandit that is seemed to have merged. I mean, there he is, MiG-21 low. Just checking our speed. Always verify your speed before you make a maneuver. Make sure that you have enough energy to be able to pull something off. I'm going vertical here, but I'm, you know, pulling a lot of G's, and I don't want to be at 300 knots when I'm doing that. Looks like we bled him of energy quite easily, and you know, we don't have a Fox 2, but I'm trying to get Jester to lock, but Jester's such a finicky piece of shit. We're just going to try to go for a gunshot here because we're pretty low fuel, 3,000, and the Phantom kind of feels alive at this 3-4K range. You know, although you can only be at 3-4K for less than 2 minutes of continued burning time. So just, you know, going in this little, these little vertical spirals, just bleeding the shit out of them, and we will come out on top here almost inevitably because the energy retention tends to be a little better. Something I'd recommend everybody do is bind your slats override. I'm not sure of the science of this, but just flying the Phantom a lot, I found that the fact that the slats deploy at around 350 knots might result in a lot of unforeseen bleeding of energy. So I typically put the slats in for fights. I'm not really sure how that changes in these really slow, you know, stall fighting kind of things, but you shouldn't even really be stall fighting in the plane. And so I don't think slats are going to make too much of a difference in that arena. Additionally, I think it's also better. Also, I think we hit him here. I'm not sure. Actually, I didn't see anything. But we have a 6, and again, low fuel Phantom. It's a different beast. Nice little gunshot there. Hit a little snipe, and looks like he's going down. So again, things to learn. Put your slats in, and put your flaps in. I don't know why this is the case, but I found recently in the F-4 that if you put your flaps out, the chances of you departing flight become a lot higher. I just, that's the only connection I can make. I know it sounds counterintuitive because the flaps, you know, increase the size of the airfoil and provide more lift, thus providing more stability at low speeds, but I really don't find this to be the case. Perhaps it's something to do with an extremely high angle of attack. I have no idea, but I would really recommend, if you're doing a lot of slow speed stuff in the F4, when you're going vertical and spiraling and all this, that you put the flaps up, and I think you'll find a lot of success there. Flaps up, slats in, and that's all I gotta say. Not sure what the next video is going to be, but I'm going to cook as I always do, and have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.